Okay, so this is the Kayfun Nemesis setup. Right over here, I have a stainless steel Nemesis and your Kayfun. Okay, it doesn't have to be a Kayfun; it could also be a Russian 91%. But either way, I recommend the 91 or the 3.1 Kayfun because these have the airflow adjustments over here. As you can see, the form factor of this is excellent. They're both 22 millimeter devices, so they fit together flush. Large button at the bottom, so there's no misfiring. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with luxury vaping. It's the best of everything together. So let's duck down and let's build this thing. Okay, so in front of me is the Kayfun opened up and the Nemesis on the side. Okay, over here I have a 30 gauge Canthal microcoil wrapped up 10 wraps. Okay, and it is cocking in at 2.87. Okay, 2.87. It seems very, very high, even higher than your average Pro Tank coils and things like that. But don't worry about it because of the kick that's inside over here. Okay, so let's talk about this one first. I'm not going to teach you how to build microcoils because you should already know how to build microcoils. So, as always, I have a cotton ball over here unraveled. All right. Once it's unraveled, you get a strip like this. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take a piece of this strip, okay, like so, and then we're going to break this one in half. So it's half the carbon. Okay. Now, over here, okay, I'm going to remove about 1/3 of that. Okay, so I have 2/3 left. That's how much cotton you should be using, right? So I'm going to twist up one side and then thread it through our microcoil. There we go. Okay, see, not a huge struggle. It's snug, but it's not ridiculous. Okay, so we have this. From this point on, okay, I'm going to tell you to bring these two up, the bunny ears up, and then twist this together slightly up top so that we could put this long ring over here, which is the bottom half of the chimney, and then we're going to screw this part down. Okay, after this part is screwed down, right, let's get some scissors. Now, about 1 centimeter up from the chimney, okay, so don't cut all the way down. We want to chop off the rest. So there's still at least this much of the ears. Then we take a flathead screwdriver and then we tuck in the sides. Okay, just take the sides and then tuck it in all the way to the bottom. All the way. Okay, don't be shy to use a little bit of force. And it's all set. So here's my coil still in the middle. All right, the cotton is tucked in on the sides. All right. And then that's it. It will not gurgle, it will not flood, it will not anything, and it will wick properly. Okay, you just have to trust in this setup. The wick will take a little bit longer than other setups to begin to wick, but once it starts wicking, it's just going to constantly wick like a drink. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on, and then we're going to add some juice here. The juice that I'm using is 100% VG juice. I intentionally use 100% VG juice because it's a thicker juice and it's harder to wick. Okay, so put a little juice in here. Don't get greedy with filling the juice, okay? You can fill it close to, all the way up, but don't really try hard to max it out. I say 3/4 is good enough, okay? Just don't go nuts with it. All right, put this back on. Turn this on again, 286. It was 287 before. 0.01 difference, no big deal. All right, so let's leave our atomizer on the side and talk about the Nemesis. All right, so what's going on the Nemesis inside? Well, I have the kick already installed over here. You should already know how to use a kick. If you don't know how to use a kick, we'll go over it very quickly. The kick, all right, is going to be where you adjust it faced up towards the cap where the atomizer should be. So we're going to install that in here. Okay. Actually, there's a break over here, so should have done it the other way. Okay, twist it around, put our battery tube back together. Okay, take out the bottom firing pin a little bit. The bottom firing pin, if you're using a flat top battery, then it needs to be lifted up a little bit. If you have a button top battery, then not so much. So we're going to put this one back. Okay, it's right about there. Now, top cap over here is supposed to adjust to the atomizer. So let's remove the pin from down here, and then we take the atomizer and then we put this with the cap, spin this on, it's done, and then we put the bottom firing pin. Okay, because it's not a floating pin for the Nemesis. Then over here, okay, the adjustment of this thing is very simple. Clockwise for more power, counterclockwise for less power. So I'm just going to leave this right at the middle. Okay, and then screw this back on. All right, it's been a while. It should have wicked already. So let's bring this camera back up. Okay, and you'll see wicking just fine. No gurgling issues or anything like that. I'm able to adjust the draw on this so that I could mimic the resistance of an actual cigarette, and I could adjust the intensity of the vape so I could get more heat, more flavor as I see fit. And this is what I'm talking about with luxury vaping, okay? So this is the Kayfun Nemesis setup, right? It's a very good setup. I definitely recommend that you guys go with this one, right? Take care, guys.